Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And today we're going to be talking about a report by Kelly Eco from The Athletic and also a Rockets insider that was reported yesterday. It was that the Houston Rockets could target Brook Lopez if they're unable to re-sign Steven Adams. And this would make sense. The Rockets nearly lured Brook Lopez away from Milwaukee in the 2022-23 after the 2022-23 season. In that offseason going into the 2023-24 season, the free agency, the Rockets signed both Dillon Brooks and Fred VanVleet. I think the good thing is that that would have been a big deal that the Rockets would have given Lopez. A lot of money would have been in that deal. And I don't know if I would say it would have been worth. I don't know if I would say that would have been a bad signing, but it would have been a lot of money given to Brook Lopez for the Rockets. And so now you look 2 years later, this Rockets team could add him in and be a lot cheaper. Like, Lopez is definitely still a really good player. I'm not going to say he isn't, but, you look at where he is now this year, 80 games, 13 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. Obviously, still shooting well from three, shot 37% from three this year, still a good shot blocker. But you look at what he was at the 2022-23 season, what he is now. I just read off his stats, 2024-25 season this year. Look at his numbers that he had after that 2022-23 season, the year the Rockets wanted to bring him in. He averaged 16 points per game. He finished second place in Defensive Player of the Year. Probably should have won it. Was all defensive team. Averaged 7 rebounds per game. From three that year, he shot a total of 37%. His three-point percentage has gone a little bit down since then. His points per game have gone down by 3. His rebounds per game have gone down by 2. He's not an all-defensive player like he was after that 2022-23 season. I'm not saying he's not a good player anymore, because he clearly is. He's still a great shot blocker. This year averaged 1.9 blocks per game. That year in 2022-23 season, I averaged nearly 3 blocks per game. And keep in mind, you would think, his minutes must be down. His minutes this year at 31.8. That 2022-23 season was 30.4. There's nothing wrong with these numbers going down for Lopez. There really isn't. He's getting older. He just turned 37. But if you're the Rockets, the only reason I'm saying this stuff is because that makes him cheaper now compared to where he was expense-wise after the 2022-23 season where the Rockets wanted to bring him in. I actually talked about a potential Lopez signing for the Rockets a couple weeks ago. I did a video about the Rockets potentially re-signing Adams and how important that would be for this team to bring back Steven. And someone commented on there that they would want to see the Rockets bring in Brook Lopez and rather see that. And so then I said, I want to do a video on this. And so I did it. And so, look, a lot of people, I did that Lopez video a couple weeks ago. Someone said that they didn't want to see the Rockets do that because he didn't choose the Rockets over the Bucks last time around. I honestly don't blame Lopez, because there was uncertainty of where that Rockets team was going. The Bucks were freshly off a championship a couple years prior to that, and that's the place he had spent his last 3-4 seasons before that, or 2018-19, 2019-20 season, 2020-21. Yeah, he had spent his 4 or 5 seasons prior to that in Milwaukee. And that's where he was comfortable. That's where he won a championship. And there was a lot of uncertainty where the Rockets were going now. There is not that uncertainty anymore for this Rockets team as there was after the Rockets. A lot of players, don't want to go and play for a 15th seed. The Rockets got lucky that with the cap space they had 2 great players like Dillon Brooks and Fred VanVleet want to join the ship and be a mentor to these young guys, like we saw with Jeff Green and Jacques Landale and Fred and Dillon when the Rockets brought all these guys in, Aaron Holiday as well when the Rockets brought in all 5 of those guys next to the young guys going into the 2023-24 season. But some guys don't want to do that. There was no guarantee for Lopez that this team would be a championship contender, as that's what Lopez is. And you're late in your career like Lopez was, and after the 2022-23 season, you want to play for championships. You want championships, and that's something you still want to do in Milwaukee. But this Houston team now, they are in the position to win a championship. They are a couple pieces away. They are a superstar away. They are a scorer or a superstar away, but they also need to add in good three-point shooting. Lopez does that. He's also a great shot blocker. That's what makes this an interesting signing. But here's where I will point this out. This Rockets team becomes worse rebounding-wise if you add in Lopez and you lose Adams. Adams is a dominant rebounder, and that hurts this team. They get better. They get a lot better three-point shooting-wise. They get a lot better shot blocking. But they get worse on the rebounding end, and that's something this Rockets team was so good with last year. But at the same time, they really need three-point shooting. And if Adams gets a deal somewhere else, Lopez could be a great addition. But does he want to come off the bench at this point in his career? Even though he's 37 years old, he was still a starter in all 80 games all 80 games he played last year. Missed 2 games last year, Lopez did. So let me know your thoughts on the potential signing for the Rockets in the comment section, and peace out.